Okay, so a little about me. I grew up in New Jersey in a Christian home, church, and school. They claimed that they taught the Bible, but they didn't live out the things that Jesus lived and died for. Instead of grace, there was only endless punishments. Instead of love, there was abuse. Instead of unity, there was division. They lived out the exact opposite of what it actually looks like to follow Jesus in the Bible. I thought that they were really following Jesus, and that meant being hypocritical, judgmental, and cruel. Wanting none of that, I rebelled and fell far away from the faith. I fell further and further into the world and lived for myself. But by grace, God didn't leave me there. Just as I was completely lost, God found me and brought me back through a single text message. A guy I'd gone to school with texted me and wanted to know if I wanted to come to a bonfire he was having that night. I imagined all those Christians gathered there and didn't want anything to do with it. But as the afternoon went on, I began to realize how directionless and hopeless my life had become. All the worldly pleasures I had surrounded myself with, and my life was still meaningless. And I could feel the emptiness of it all. I knew God was throwing me a lifeline, and I had to grab it before I destroyed my life. God did the unbelievable that night, and somehow no one else showed up to that bonfire, so I couldn't hide on the outskirts of the crowds and not be noticed. Nope. Instead, it was just me and the future pastor who had invited me, when usually many people attend his gatherings. It was God working in the ways that only He can. He was able to show me over the years what following Christ really looks like, and now I see that following Jesus is not the religion I grew up with, but a one-on-one relationship with Jesus Himself, with God, and with the Holy Spirit. That was nearly a decade ago, and ever since I have been learning and healing from my past. I am so very thankful for grace, and that Jesus really does go after the one who's lost. I wandered so far away, but He didn't leave me where I was. He came after me, found me, and brought me into a new life with Him.